Muted. Okay. In this nitty-gritty Let's Play live stream, we're going to be playing American Mahjong at Mahjong Time. The topic for today is game theory mindset. We'll continue after I get an okay from viewers that my sound is okay. Everything okay this time? I think we just had a bad connection, and then the other, at the very beginning of this one, I just forgot to unmute myself because usually it's muted. Okay, sound is good. All right, excellent. All right, so I do want to say thank you so much to our moderators for helping monitor chat today. This is a nitty-gritty format, so we're not going to do any socialization. If you prefer to hang out and socialize and live stream chat, join us on Friday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. After that, we do Beat the Pro, which is a little more social than this version or this format. So join us on Friday nights if you like a more casual stream of consciousness experience. In this session, we're going to be focused on the topic, which again is game theory mindset. And that's going to include a little bit of profiling players as well, just high level. So I hope you enjoy this topic. Please let me know what you think in live stream chat, and also feel free to send me an email if you'd like to ask questions. You can also write your comments in the comment section below the video if you're watching the repost. And thank you, by the way, for watching my videos. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hello, welcome, welcome. Okay, we're going to go here now. All right, so we're going to talk about this essential skill of game theory mindset. With game theory mindset, we're going to start with a foundation, and then we're going to talk briefly about setting and format. Then we're going to dig into people, and then we'll talk about the framework. With the foundation, with game theory mindset, the idea behind game theory is that it's the study of decision making under conditions of uncertainty over time, because you never know what's going to happen when you play the game. It's very situational. When it comes to Mahjong, game theory is about studying and applying strategic decision making based on information gathered by observing how people act and interact when playing the game. You have to consider the setting, though. When you play online, it's a little different than when you play in person. When you play online, you are by yourself. Depending on the platform you're playing on, you may or may not be able to see your opponents or hear them. You may be able to chat, but you're a bit disconnected from the game, and you're essentially, it feels like you're just playing the computer, even though there may be humans at the table. So playing online is a little different than playing in person. When you play in person, there's a lot more intel that you can gather to help you make decisions about your own hand as it develops. For example, you can watch body language, micro expressions. You can observe the discarding and even the delays in decision making when it comes to making exposures. So those are the sorts of things that you can monitor in person that you may or may not have the ability to do online. There's a little bit of that online, and we'll be able to talk about that when we do gameplay with commentary. The format can affect game theory mindset as well, because when you're playing in person, typically you'll see personalities at the table. People are a little more social and interactive, versus when you play in a tournament, most tournament players are stoic, they're quiet, they're focused. So, and there's very little, if any, socialization. So it's a little more challenging to read players in a competitive setting. You have to be very astute, very aware, self-aware, and aware of your surroundings as well. Let's talk about people. There are two things to consider, or some things to consider about people when you're using this mindset theory. First, a player's personality makes them unique, and their playing style will change as they build their skills. So if you, with the personality, for example, some people are more competitive than others. So there's a little bit of that that will show in their personality. And then also, as when people are new to the game, they're not as confident, versus as they gain skills and adopt strategies and different techniques, they're able to build more confidence. So their behavior is going to be a little different as they gain that experience. So think about that. You got to know the people that you play with. Personality and experience are in part of that. The next piece is that people can adjust their playing style based on three different things. One, who they're playing with. And then what we've talked about in that first bullet, their level of experience and their style of play, which feeds into their personality. Also, the strength of the hand. Some players will make different decisions based on the strength of their hand. If they have a weak hand, they might play a little more conservatively, versus if they have a strong hand, they may play more aggressively. And then also the format of the game, which is what we talked about a moment ago. If you're playing socially, people are going to behave a little differently than if you're playing competitively, like in a tournament. So think about how players may adjust the way they play based on their opponents, the strength of the hand, and the format of the game. Everybody with me? Because we're now going to talk about playing styles. I just want to make sure everyone is with me here. Any questions so far? Okay, I'm going to keep going. So the next thing that you need to think about when it comes to players is their style of play. There are two factors with a style of play. The first is a flexibility spectrum. And that spectrum has two sides, fixed and adaptive. And with fixed, someone would pick a hand right away. With adaptive, somebody may stay more flexible and pick a hand later. Instead, gather tiles until they have no discards for whatever category they've chosen, and then maybe pick a hand later in the game. So that's the flexibility spectrum. Next, we have the risk tolerance spectrum, where players can be passive in the way they play and assertive. You might consider this laid back and aggressive as synonyms. When you put these two spectrums on a quadrant, this is what you get: a flexibility on the left and then risk tolerance on the bottom. So we have fixed on the bottom, these two, and then adaptive on top, and then passive on the left and assertive on the right. And if you place a player profile within each of these quadrants or in each of these sections, this is what you're going to get. What I'm calling a stingray is fixed passive, an orca is fixed assertive, a dolphin is adaptive passive, and a shark is adaptive assertive. So these would be the playing styles. Think about the way you play the game. Which of these would you be? For the most part, I'm a shark, but on occasion, I may switch to orca. Okay. J.R. Remaklis, feel free to send me an email because this is a little off topic. Okay, there's my email. Feel free to send me an email and I can help you there. I can guide you a little bit. I only know of 3 people selling the card, but send me an email and we'll take that offline. I'm wondering if anybody wants to share what their playing style is. Are you Stingray, fixed passive, Orca, fixed assertive, Dolphin, adaptive passive, or Shark, adaptive assertive? I'm a Shark, and I can switch to Orca depending on the type of hand I'm playing and whether or not I feel I can push. Well, we're going to talk a little bit more about this, but does anybody want to share? Can you guys hear me? Oh, Wes. Wes says he's an Orca, sometimes a Shark. Okay. Anybody else want to share? Okay, so let's keep going. Here's some examples that maybe you'll need a little more example as to the types of playing styles these have. So on the left, we have Susan is a Shark. Okay. On the left, we have passive, and on the right, we have assertive. Or also passive or not passive, but we have fixed versus adaptive. That's what we're looking at here. This is the flexibility spectrum. Fixed players tend to pick a hand from the dealt tiles, or either that or very early in the game, and they'll typically stick with it. Adaptive players tend to pick one or more categories from the dealt hand and delay picking a hand until they have no more discards. So that's the difference between the Stingray, Orca on the fixed side and then Shark, Dolphin on the adaptive side. For the risk tolerance piece, this is where we have passive and assertive. So we have Dolphin and Stingray on the left. Passive players tend to delay their first exposure to control information, especially if that exposure is going to include a joker, because they don't want to lose their joker. Whereas the assertive players are willing to take that risk. They'll claim discards and expedite hand development, even if that means losing a joker. So there's an example there of risk tolerance. Also in the end game, another example of risk tolerance might be with passive players who tend to fold and break up their hand early, whereas assertive players tend to play into the end game longer and push to win, even if it's a little bit risky. Does anybody want to adjust what they're thinking about their playing style? I'm still a Shark, sometimes an Orca. I'm definitely on the adaptive side, and I do tend to play assertively. Okay, so we're going to talk now about the framework. When you're working on hand development for your own hand, so you're looking at your tiles, optimize by targeting multiples, maximize by finding a category that will use most of your tiles, and then streamline, if you can, by focusing on consecutive run. These are 3 tactics that you can use with hand development, and I've got lots of videos on them. We'll probably talk about this a little bit in the demonstration portion of this episode. So optimize, maximize, streamline. These 3 tactics for hand development are game changing if you can work them into the way you play the game. Okay, so let's see. Adaptive, assertive. Depends on how well your hand is developed. You're probably a Shark, Abigail. Adaptive, assertive is a Shark. Okay, now when you are looking at your opponents, though, you also need to consider your position in the game. So for example, after the Charleston, after you have had a chance to transform your hand based on the passes that are going around and the decisions that you make, if you have more than 4 discards, you're likely going to be an underdog. So you want to take a low risk approach to the game until you have a stronger hand. If you have 4 discards, you're likely a contender, so you can take a little more risk. And if you have less than 4 discards, you could consider yourself to be a front runner, and you can take more risk and expedite hand development to stay in front. Claim discards to make exposures and stay in front. Quicken hand development or expedite hand development if you're a front runner. When you are at the point where you need to decide the potential of you winning your hand and whether you're going to play to win or fold, think about where your winning tile could be. Is it in the wall? Or maybe is it in an opponent's hand, for example? So you need to think about where are your tiles, especially if you're ready to win on one tile, or maybe one of 2 or 3 tiles, depending on how many jokers you have. You got to think about what is the potential of you getting what you need to win. Discard the riskiest tile first if you're playing to win. Accept the consequences with dignity and humility if you're going to play to win, regardless of risk. When you're discarding, you can simplify your discarding by focusing on tiles, keeping tiles that are only used in whatever category you've chosen. Discard useless tiles. If you're playing evens, discard odds. If you're playing consecutive run, in that consecutive run category, you don't need wins. So anything that is useless, let it go right away. Anything that is inefficient, let it go right away. Inefficient tiles would be 1s, 9s, 2s, 8s, and 3s and 7s. So from the outside in, the closer you get to the center point of the 9-number range, the more efficient the tile. So think about tile efficiency and try to drive your hand to be more efficient by staying inside that 9-number range. So discard 1, 9, then 2, 8, and then 3, 7, and try to stay within 4, 5, 6, or 3 through 7. That's a pretty good range as well. So inefficiency, think about that. And then also subordinate tiles. And these would be tiles that are maybe useful, but in another category. So for example, if you're playing odds and you're getting 3s, 6s, 9s, you might be able to switch to 3, 6, 9. Let the 3, 6, 9 go and focus on odds if that's what you have more of. Also, optimize your discarding. Think about outside in, which is what I shared about with inefficient tiles. Outside in would be 1s, 9s, 2s, 8s, then 3s and 7s. That's from the outside in. So 1s and 9s go first, then 2s and 8s, and then 3s and 7s. Also think about inside out. This is going to work more so if you're playing a pair hand, or if you are playing something like evens where you need 4s and 6s, so maybe the 5 can go first. If you're not needing those, you might sabotage that risky number 5 tile, which is right in the middle of that 9-number range. And also think about joker bait. Even though at the moment in our research, we're doing a joker bait study, an analysis with real data. And right now, I believe it's at 5.3% success rate. But it is a tactic that does work at times if you're very mindful of what is happening at the table. So optimize your discard planning with inside out and outside in tactics plus joker bait. Then think about sabotage. While you're playing the game, you're working on your own hand, but you also need to think about your opponents. You want to destroy their hand if you can. If you see someone with 2s, let's say an exposure with a 2 and a 4, they could be playing evens, but they could also be playing a year hand. If you have a white dragon, you might discard it or decide to use it and Kong. If you were to do a Kong of white dragons and someone may be playing a year hand, you could destroy their hand. Also, inaction is another sabotage tactic where you could use that white dragon in your hand instead of discarding it. So just try to find a way to keep it in your hand so that you're not going to discard it. And then also we have something called wastage. And this is where if you, for example, could, let's say you're ready to win and you don't need a joker, and there's an opportunity for a joker exchange, and you have a tile that could be used for that, and perhaps that joker could make an opponent pure. So instead of doing the joker exchange, you can discard that natural tile. That would be an example of wastage. So think about these discard planning tactics. We have simplify, optimize, and sabotage. And I've got videos on all three of these. You can either use the skills and strategies matrix to find these topics, or you can search my YouTube channel for these topics as well. All right, so I want to briefly look at this risk assessment matrix. When you get to the end game and you're deciding whether or not you want to play to win or fold, this is a great visual to have in mind. On the left, we have likelihood, improbable, possible, and probable. For any tile that you draw, you got to think about the level of risk, or the risk of that particular tile. Is it going to be an improbable, is discarding that tile going to be improbable or unlikely to occur? So not a risky tile. Maybe somebody has an exposure of, let's say, a pure pung, and you draw the fourth tile. That would be an improbable risk. If you have a tile where there's maybe one discarded, then you're going to have a possible risk. And then if you draw a tile where none are out, that's going to be a probable risk right there. Risk likely to occur. So think about the likelihood: improbable, possible, and probable. Then on the right, we have impact. This is based on how many exposures are out. Sometimes nobody will have exposures. So discarding in the end game when nobody has exposures out, it's going to be very difficult for you to assess the likelihood of it being a risky tile, because you need information to figure out what people are playing. When they have no exposures, that's very difficult to do. You might be able to do it if you've been watching discards, but that also is challenging because you got to remember all those discards, and that can be hard to do. When people have exposures, that's when it's easier to figure out what hand they're playing. The more exposure someone has, the easier it is to peg their hand, and the easier it is for you to determine the likelihood of you having a risky discard. So when you are discarding, you want to stay in the low medium impact range and stay out of the high and extreme ranges. And it's all based on the number of exposures, because when you're able to figure out what someone is playing and you draw a tile that could feed into their hand, you should know where that would lie on this impact scale. And you want to stay in the acceptable, tolerable range, if at all possible in the acceptable, or consider folding, which in Mahjong, that means breaking up your hand to discard safely. You're not going to just muck your tiles like in poker. You're going to keep playing, and you're just going to try to block your opponents from developing their hands or declaring Mahjong. Now, if you think the potential of getting your winning tile is slim, fold. Keep risky tiles, break up your ready or near ready hand, and discard as safely as possible to force a draw. Do not claim a discard for an exposure, because it will give other people valuable information. Discard tiles have been exposed or previously discarded. It's best to keep discard numbers. It's best to discard number tiles where 3 are out, except of course for year tiles. And actually on this year's card, every tile is used as a single. So you could still, even if you can account for 3 tiles, you could still discard a winning tile. Also, if you discard a joker, nobody can act on that. So that is the only truly safe discard. The whole idea with all these tactics and concepts is that the smarter you play, the luckier you'll be. All right, that's going to do it for the topic. And we're going to do gameplay with commentary, and I'll share about your playing styles. If it comes up, we'll assess the position. We'll talk about discard planning, and then push full judgment at the end. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you find it helpful. Please let me know what you think about it. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we'll do gameplay with commentary now. Okay, we have to start a new table. Here we go. Okay, Bluebird says, Bluebird, Dana, that's Dana. You want to be a shark, but you play like an orca most of the time. It takes time. Okay, so JR, I'm going to call you JR if that's okay. You think you're a dolphin to shark if you have a good hand. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Dee. All right, so we'll see if we can get some players in here, and then we'll play some games with commentary. Oh, you know what we can do also today? At, let's say, 5 till, I'm going to donate 5 YouTube channel memberships to my channel. I forgot to do it. Well, let's see. Was it last week? I forgot to do it last Monday, and I was traveling on the 2nd. So we're going to do it now today. We'll do it later today at the end of this live stream. I'm going to donate 5 channel memberships. I have, while we're waiting, let me just go here. Okay, we're just waiting for people to come to the table, so I'll share. But I have 2 channel tier memberships, or 2 channel memberships, 2 tiers of channel memberships. The first is Fanatic, and the second is Obsessed. And you can find more, you can find out about it if you go to my website and click Get Involved, and then click channel memberships, and you can see what you get with that. But the primary perks for those are that with the Obsessed tier, I do those on Tuesdays from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern time, and you get to see behind the scenes content. You get to brainstorm with me on content and ideas that I have for the channel. You also get to see, you get to be the first to hear about any new ideas that I have. And we even do some real-time testing. Those are for Obsessed tier members. And then the Fanatics, we do some sneak peeks. So once the concepts are fleshed out and refined, then I share them with the Fanatics tier, which Obsessed tier members can be part of as well, because that's just all channel members. So the Fanatics tier gets sneak peeks where we further refine any new ideas. And I also do some dress rehearsals for any speaking gigs that I do. And the speaking gigs are typically not, will have content that are from the Nitty-Gritty Mondays that we do, but they're pulled together in a little bit of a different way. So we'll do some dress rehearsals there. Also with the Fanatics tier, we do hot seats. So you can register. Is it Fanatics or Obsessed? I don't remember it. It may be the Obsessed tier that has the hot seats, where you sign up to get coaching from me during the session. So you come into the broadcast, share your screen, and I coach you, which is at least, I think I'm up to 100. Well, anyway, it's a high value. So there's that as well. So you can learn more about the channel memberships if you go to Get Involved on my website and then click memberships, but I'm going to give away 5 today. And then on Friday night during the Simply Social Let's Play live stream, I'm going to give away 5 more. Okay, let's see. So we're still waiting for players. There's only 2 people at the table here. Actually, let me share my screen because you know what we could do? Here, we're going to jump to this table here. There we go. All right, here we go. All right, now let's see. How do you get to play? If you want to play at the table, you have to join Mahjong Time. Hello, Misty. That is the game platform. Okay, so here we go. So what do we have here? We have a pair of 6 dots. This would be where we optimize because we have a multiple. Anytime you have a multiple, target the multiple. So we have a 6 with the rest of our tiles. I'm thinking 5, 6, 7. And that would also be streamlining. It's not quite maximized. We could maybe hold the dragons and then let's stop there and see what we can do. Let's see, we do have a fair number of 6s. We might be able to do a 3, 6, 9 if we get 9s. So I would say 5, 6, 7 of some kind in here at the moment. I play adaptive, so I typically don't even think about a hand until much later in the game. So at this point, we do have a little bit of 3, 6, 9. It's not quite gelling. There is a hand in here. First hand on the right, 3, 6 in one suit, 6 in another suit, and then 9 in a third suit. We could maybe do that. So I probably would let this 7 bam go and see either that or a dragon. So let's just let the 7 go here. So we're at the moment, okay, now we have more 3, 6, one more 3, 6, 9. Here's a 6, 7 though. Okay, so at this point, I would probably let the dragons go here. So let's pass 1 dot with a green dragon, and now we have to make a choice. We have 6, 7 dot, 6, 7 crack, 5 bam, some 3, 6, 9 in here. 3, 6, 3, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 5. Let's let the 5 go. I'm thinking 6, 7 of some kind or 3, 6, 9. Here's an 8. That's what I was kind of hoping for, actually. 6, 7 crack, 6, 7 dot, 8 bam pair, concealed. Concealed consecutive. We now are at a place where we have a power play. We're optimized because we're targeting that 6 dot pair. We're maximized because we're leveraging most of our tiles for consecutive run, and we're playing consecutive run, which is streamlining. Optimize, maximize, streamline. So that's a power play. This 3 probably can go. I would hold the 5. Let the east go with a 3 and the 1. So we have 5 through 9 of some kind, but I would probably consider the concealed consecutive hand. Until we get the 8 though, I would just not pick a hand yet and just keep gathering. Okay, I have lint on me. I ordered new lint brushes yesterday. Okay, now here we have a 5 dot pair, so I would reassess this. We do have a pair of 1s in here, but it doesn't work with the rest of what we have. I would break it up, maybe even past that dragon. So we have this 9 dot probably can go as well. 5, 6, 7, 8 of some kind. Oops, I moved the wrong one here. Let's put that over there. Okay, here we go. This is a little bit risky. I don't have a discount for Mahjong Time, but I do have a 30-day VIP trial if you register with my affiliate code. Okay, we got a 7 dot right there, so we'll keep it. Now they want 3 tiles. I would keep this 8 for sure. 6, 7 dot. I think I maybe would let the 8 crack go and pass fully. We could do 6, 7 crack, 6, 7 dot, 8 bam pair. The concealed consecutive hand looks pretty good to me. Okay. We did get a couple of registrations for the invitational. It's very exciting. Thank you for registering. Here's another 7. Let's get rid of this dragon first.
Green dragon.
Okay, I'm going to turn my sound up a little bit. There we go.
One bamboo. Green dragon. White dragon.
Okay, we are looking for an 8 bam before long. Right now we have, oh my goodness. Let's see here, 5, 7. 5, 7. Let's let this one go. You know what? I'm tempted to play a gap hand. I am tempted to play 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5 bam, 6, 7 dot. That would be a gap hand.
8 characters.
I think we should leverage that pung.
1 dot.
This is why you don't want to pick a hand right away, because we're going to change already. 4 bam.
Character.
Yep, absolutely. Or a 9 dot. A 9 dot would be nice as well.
5
I know we let a
characters.
9 dot go in the Charleston.
1 dot.
And I think that was before we had the 7 bam.
2 bamboos.
9 bam. Okay, let's let the 3 bam go. You know what we could do now? And I would consider this 5, 7, 9 concealed. And that would be a hand with no gaps. 5, 7, 9 concealed.
Red dragon.
This 7 bam would be a vulnerability.
1 character.
That needs to be a pair. 8 crack pair, 8 crack here, 6, 7. Yeah, we don't need that.
8 characters.
So we might be closer to 5, 7, 9 concealed.
7 characters.
Okay, we're going to pass.
Flower. Green dragon.
Okay, 6 bam. I don't think that's helpful. 6, 7, 9, 7, 9, 6. 6. Let's let that go.
6 bamboos.
I think we're better off with big odds concealed at the moment.
7 bamboos.
We need a pair there. So we're going to have to keep an eye on 7s.
Red dragon.
If we get a 9 dot, we could maybe switch to
1
big
character.
odds. 5, 7, 7, 9.
3 characters.
If we get a 4 bam, we could switch to 4, 5 bam, 6, 7 dot. That is a hand of least resistance. So if another 7 bam goes down, I would probably switch to that. And it would have moderate risk because it is a hand of least resistance, because you can use any number of
3
jokers
dots.
there. So we might switch to that as a backup if another 7 bam goes down. So let's just wait and see what we get.
8 dots.
There it is. Okay, so now let's see, 4, 5, 7, 7. Let's let the 8 go.
8 bamboos.
So now we have 4, 5, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. No gaps, 3 multiples.
4 dots.
and 4 discards. So now this is an example of
3
that
bamboos.
adaptive style of play, because we could have picked a hand from the
9
very beginning and who
bamboos.
knows where we would be at this point. But now, because we stayed flexible and we were considering several hands, let's see,
Pung.
we considered concealed number or concealed consecutive, then odds
6
consecutive,
dots.
and now we're up to second hand from the bottom. And there I would go ahead and Kong because we have a hand with no gaps.
Kong.
Okay, and we'll do this joker exchange.
9 bamboos.
And now we'll discard.
7 bamboos.
So at this point, we're
Flower.
at 67 tiles remaining. We're coming up to the midpoint. We have 2 discards.
6 characters.
We have a hand with no gaps. I would say we're a front runner on this, so we can take risks. Like the
3
one risk that we're
bamboos.
taking here. Well, we just got it.
6 dots.
We're definitely a front runner here because now we're set.
6 characters.
And we're 1 pick away from the midpoint. 60 tiles remaining is the middle of the game. So we're good to go
4
now.
bamboos.
Okay, so let's pung.
Kong.
Oh, somebody got a Kong. That's okay though, because we're playing a hand of least
Flower.
resistance and we can use jokers. So our hand is not destroyed at all. We just need a joker.
5 dots.
Okay, so let's let that go.
7 characters.
Okay.
5 dots. 7 characters. 7 characters.
Here's information on my website about Mahjong Time to give you a little more look into
8
what it is
dots.
you could be getting into. It's a little more robust than other platforms.
6 bamboos.
So that link will take you to my website, which will show
8
you
bamboos.
the benefits of the game on one page. All right, so we are looking for a 7 dot ideally,
3 dots.
because then we can use that joker for the 4. Okay, no 2 dots are out yet, so we're going to let that go.
2
I wouldn't
dots.
fold at this point. I would play to win, even though there's an opponent across from us with a Kong.
5 dots.
4 bams with a joker, essentially. It's a Kong.
7 dots.
But, okay, now let's go ahead and Kong.
Kong.
And at this point, we just need a joker now.
7 bamboos.
So I think our
West
chances
wind.
are pretty good at getting a joker. We could also maybe draw a 7 dot.
Pung.
So I would still play to win, even though we're not going to be
3
able to get
dots.
our 4s.
4 dots.
So we're looking for
4 dots.
joker exchange opportunities and a joker from the wall. We're at the mercy of the
9
wall, basically, at this
characters.
point.
Mahjong.
Oh, somebody won. 369. Very nice. 369. Over here, we have a year hand. And this player, by the way, is an example of an Orca. They have an exposure with a joker, but with the hand that they have, it's pretty weak. Let's see. They needed a little more strength with their 2 bam. So I would say this player is probably an Orca. They could use the joker for the white dragon, a joker for one of the other 2s, maybe, or a joker for, they still need development before they would commit to that. So that's an example. Here we have East and West. Let's see, no. They're trying for news with flowers. So, okay, let's play again. Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to find a table. I'm just playing at, oh, I'm not going to play at that table. I'm going to go ahead and create my own. We'll make it affordable. If anybody wants to join me, look for MAHJLIFE, a MAHJLIFE table. Yeah, I don't typically play with the browser. Oh, there's Shelby. Hello, Shelby. Okay, here we go. North and west. Thanks for coming to the table, Wes and Misty. We have here. Okay. I'm going to click play again so we can continue with this table. All right, so here we have a pung of fives. So if you want to think about those 3 tactics I shared in that presentation, optimize, maximize, streamline, we can actually streamline here. We have 5, 6, 5, 6. So I would pass 1, 2 dragon and see if we can hoard 4, 5, 6, 7. If you have mixed suits, gather 4 numbers in a range around any multiple you might have. So 4, 5, 6, 7, or 3, 4, 5, 6 even could work. So there's 3 and a 7. I would hold, let's see if we can hold both of those. 3. Okay, so this 1, I would break it up. 6, 7, 5, 6, 6, 7, 3. This 3 is really not helpful. It would have been really 4, 5, 6, 7 would be better now because we have a 7. So let's see if we can get 4s in here, or 5, 6, 7, 8 might even work. Here's a 5, 7. So now there's a pair of 5s. Here's a 7. Okay, we have 2 clear discards. So here we have 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. There's our hand right there. 5, 6, 7 concealed. 5, 6 dot, 5, 6 crack, 7 bam pair. Because we held numbers, we streamlined. Optimize, maximize. This is another power play. And those are the 3 hand development techniques that I highly recommend. Okay, so let's discard. Yes, we want to keep going. Hopefully. 5, 6, 7. Yes. Okay. So let's do 2, 9. We got our pair, the bam, 7 bam. That's awesome. We have 3 tiles passed, so already we're a front runner. We have only 3 discards, and we have our pair for a concealed hand. So this was a really good build. No keepers, but that's okay. We're still a front runner. Last right. We might still get another keeper. I'm hoping for a 6. 6.6 crack, ideally. No, that's okay. We have tiles we can pass. Let's see how many our opponent wants. Three. Yes, we absolutely can do 3.
9 bamboos.
Okay, no, we do not need that. All right, so 3 discards. I was hoping for another one, but that's okay.
3 dots.
2 bamboos.
No, no keepers. Let's let the 9 go.
9 bamboos. 6 bamboos. 2 bamboos.
5 dots.
Okay. Nope, we're concealed. Don't need winds.
West wind.
Jingles, hello. Welcome. We're
Punk.
playing 5, 6, 5, 6, 7 concealed.
7 characters.
6 dots.
Pass. Of course, we're playing concealed.
Red dragon.
Okay, hesitation on the red.
7 dots. 4 bamboos.
9 dots.
Okay, we need a keeper. 7 dot. Let's see here. Let's see. 7 dot, 5, 7. Let's let the 5 bam go. So let's just
5
reassess a little
bamboos.
bit here. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6,
Green
7,
dragon.
6, 7. We have all 5 through 8. I still say our best bet is the concealed hand.
9 bamboos.
So always reassess, just see how your hand development is
2
going.
characters.
Put all your tiles in order, in suit, so you can get a good assessment. Like here again, we got another tie-in, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would still stick with it. Maybe this 8 can go.
8 dots.
We can kind of drive it down to the efficiency range, 4, 5, 6, 7.
2 dots.
We could, for example, even play 4, 5 dot, 6, 7 bam. There's
9
no
bamboos.
vulnerability here though, because we have our pair for the concealed hand.
2
I would
dots.
still play that hand probably, although now we have a 7 dot. So let's let the 6 go.
6 bamboos.
So this is when I would
3
consider
bamboos.
maybe switching to the second hand from the bottom. However, we would have to throw away 2 pair versus throwing
3
away 1
characters.
pair. I would rather throw away 1 pair than 2 pair. 5, 6 crack, 5, 6
9
dot, 7
characters.
bam.
Kong.
We could do 4, 5, 6,
5
7,
bamboos.
pung, pung, kong, kong in 1 suit, but we'd have to throw away 2
5
pair.
characters.
Okay, we're concealed. 7 crack, no, we don't need that.
7 characters. 7 dots.
Nope, I wouldn't take it.
3 characters.
8 dots.
Don't need that.
2 bamboos.
We're looking for 6s. 6 crack, 6 dot.
7 characters.
I'll put this in order so
3
you can see
dots.
the concealed hand there. 5, 6 crack, 5, 6
8
dot,
bamboos.
7 bam pair. Concealed consecutive hand.
Mahjong.
Oh, is that Misty? Misty won. East West with 8, 9. Well done, Misty. East West 8, 9 over here. Just very quickly. News with 1s or 1, 2. News with 1s. I'm going to click play again though. West was doing, it looks like numbers. Let's see if I kept control. I did. Okay, good. Okay, so yes, Misty, well done. Here's Wes. Thanks for playing. Okay, here's Gail and Karen. Thanks for coming to the table, Shelby. Okay, here we go. Next game. Formidable opponents at the table. Okay, we have a wide spread. This is when you have no multiples. What do? You look for like numbers, and that will reveal a pattern. So starting from the low end, we have 2 3s and 2 4s. 2 3s, 2 4s, that's consecutive, 3 4. So that's what we focus on. And if you think about the mixed suit guideline that I shared, 4 numbers in a range around your multiple, or your 4 numbers around your predominant pattern in this case, because we don't have a multiple yet. 2 3 4 of some kind. If we get a 5 or even a 1, we could maybe do that as well. Now we do have some potential in here for a wind hand, actually, or not wind, but a year hand. Now here, I would not pass like numbers with 9s. We don't have any 6s, so I wouldn't play 3 6 9. I think what I would do here is let a 3 go, because we could maybe play a year hand. We have a joker, so I would not play the big year hand. The big singles and pairs hand, I wouldn't do that here. Here's a 4, 2 3 4 5. We have tiles we can pass. Oh, look, here's a 9 crack that showed up. So I would reassess. Anytime you are playing with a wide spread and you get a multiple, reassess and target the multiple. So instead of focusing on 3 4, I would focus on the 9 now. Completely reassess. And I would probably do big odds. 5 7 9, maybe with the dragon. I would hold the wins to see what we can get, and pass 2 3. Let's see. You know what? I think I would even keep that 3 and let the dragon go instead, because there was a little bit of 3 6 9 going around. So let's see. We could maybe do 3 6 9 if we get those tiles. Here's a north. We could maybe do north and south with consecutive Kongs offsuit. 4th hand down, or no, 3rd hand down on the left. So now we're targeting the 9 crack. We might be able to do news with 9s if we can get it east-west, like numbers. This 3 probably will go if we don't get any 6s. So we totally changed our hand during the Charleston. We were doing 2 3 4. Now we're doing big numbers. People change their hand during the Charleston. That's the point of that. Here's a 7 dot. We did get a 2 4, but we also have some big odds in here. I would let this 3 go. 5 7 9 of some kind in here. Let's see. I wouldn't pick a hand yet, though. This is a little bit risky. I think what I would do is hold the 3 and let the north-south go. We're going to let the winds go here. Seven. We got a 7. 7 crack right there. And we have tiles we can pass. But I think what I would do here is let this 3 go instead of passing 2 4. Year tiles. Either way, it's going to be risky, because 2 3 versus 2 4. Same risk. And we need to focus on our own hand first here. 5 7 7 9. Pung pung kong kongs. Second hand down on the right we could do. We could also do, let's see here. I would not pick a hand yet. Let's just see what we get. There was a lot of 2-4 going around. A lot of somebody, if someone's holding 2-4, they could do a year hand really easy. Year tiles were really going around. So I won't be surprised if someone pulls out a year hand. Now, our opponent across from us just passed 2 tiles. That's interesting. And we need to think about that in this optional lacrosse. They only passed 2 tiles. That means that they probably, one of 2 things. They either have a well-developed hand or they're in between. We have to assume that they have a well-developed hand. They only want 2 tiles. I would consider not passing with 4s. Let's see, 5, 7, 9, 4, 8. I guess we could do it. It's a little bit risky passing with them. Let's just wait and see what happens here. The 4s were going around liberally, so I don't, maybe nobody's holding them. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what the first rounds of discards are going to be. The first 2 rounds. Okay, so they're not playing a year hand, or they would not have passed a white dragon. But we do have a hand in here now, by the way, that we could maybe play second hand from the bottom. 5, 7, bam, 7, 9, crack, white dragon. So now let's see if 4s go down. We're going to discard that one first. We have 5, 7, 9, big odds. We have a really good opportunity here, lots of fodder. If I had to pick a hand, I'd probably play the second hand from the bottom on the right.
Red dragon.
Okay, dragon out the gate here. The other thing we could do is maybe the second hand down, which is basically the same hand without dragons.
8 dots.
We could also maybe play the concealed hand, big odds,
2
5, 7,
dots.
9 with 7s. Let's let the dragon go first.
Green dragon.
Okay, so a 2 dot went down, still no 4s. The 4s were very popular tiles, or, well, I shouldn't
3
say that.
bamboos.
The 4s were going around in the Charleston, so we want to let this go.
4 bamboos.
There's a 4 bam. So that was our 2 tile discard there on that last, or the optional lacrosse. We gave them a 4-8, so they didn't use our tiles.
East wind.
Okay, here's a 9.
4 dots.
So now we have 2 pairs of 9s. I would consider
7 bamboos.
playing like numbers with 9s now. Let's pass. If we play 5,
3
7 bam,
bamboos.
7, 9 crack dragon, that 7 bam needs to be a pair.
4 dots.
Joker, that's nice.
6 bamboos.
We have 2 pairs of 9s.
4 dots.
So with 2 pairs of 9s,
8 bamboos.
I would consider
8
playing
bamboos.
the Quint Chow hand. Let's let this dragon go.
White dragon.
We could maybe try for
Green dragon.
6, 7, 8, 9, 9, or like numbers with
9
9s.
dots.
Let's pass for now. If another 9 dot goes down, we might pump
3 bamboos.
for like numbers with 9s. There's a 9 dot. Okay, so I would definitely play like numbers with 9s.
7 characters.
So we need in here a flower.
8 characters.
If we can get a flower, we'll be set. Or another joker.
6 dots.
I suppose any 9 would do as well. So we ended up with like numbers with
Fine.
9s.
Flower.
And I would pass. There are 8 flowers. We don't need to call on the first one. Plus,
Flower.
we would be risking 2 jokers. I don't want to do that. We're going to wait.
2 dots.
Okay, 5 crack. No, let's let the north go.
North wind.
So if we think about that outside in discard planning,
North wind.
the 7s will go first and then the 5s. So we'll start with the 7. A 7
Two
bam is
dots.
out, so that would probably be a good first discard there.
4 characters.
If any 9s go down, we'll call. Okay, I don't want to hold 4s.
4 dots.
4 bamboos.
White dragon. 8 characters.
8 bam, that is out. We're at 68 tiles remaining. Let's see, 6 dot here to the right. Let's let the 7 go first.
7 dots.
They could be doing 6, 7. Maybe they're doing 3, 6, 9 over there.
East wind.
We could have a competitor for our 9s, but we have a
5
really good
dots.
collection here.
5
Pairs.
dots.
Okay, we don't want to hold dragons.
White dragon.
2 8 bams are out. A 7 bam is out. These
4 bamboos.
5s, we're at 62 tiles, so we're at the midpoint now. Usually I
1
try to
bamboo.
swap out risky discards by 50 tiles remaining. So we have 2 more picks to let these go
North
before it
wind.
gets to that risky level. Here's Joker bait now with a 5 bam pair. So let's throw the 5 crack.
5
We might get a
characters.
Joker out of this 5 bam. There was a hesitation with the 5 crack.
2 bamboos.
So 5 bam, we're going to discard that in
7
1 or
dots.
2 more picks. Let's just wait and see.
5 dots.
In the next
2
discard,
dots.
we'll let the 5 bam go next.
2 bamboos.
9 bamboos.
Okay, let's pung.
Pung.
And then we'll let the 7 go.
7 bamboos.
Okay, Joker bait, by the way, which is what we have here. This is Joker bait, the 5 bam. It's when you hold a pair you
6
don't
bamboos.
need. Later in the game, around this time right now, halfway through, you discard 1 and someone makes an exposure
Flower.
with a Joker, and then you get the Joker on your next turn. That's what's supposed to happen.
Green dragon.
So let's see if it works for us. 5 bam at 50 tiles remaining.
5 bamboos.
Okay, now,
West wind.
nope, it didn't work.
8 dots. 1 bamboo.
Okay, so our success rate, let's see, 8.2 are out. Our
5
success rate with
bamboos.
Joker bait, 5.7%. That's after 175
6
attempts
bamboos.
and only 10 successes.
3 characters.
If you're curious about how we're doing with that study.
5 bamboos.
We're set now. Okay, 6 crack. This is going to be risky. We're still in the middle game. Last
6
pick.
characters.
Let's see if someone takes that. Hopefully not for Mahjong.
Kong.
Okay, so now we know either
2
3, 6,
bamboos.
9. They've got to be doing 3, 6, 9 over there. 3, 6 dots,
8
6, 9.
bamboos.
They could have our 9s, our 9 crack. So we should plan that to
6
be our
characters.
pung, probably. If they're playing 3, 6, 9,
5 dots.
they could actually even be playing the
West
3, 6,
wind.
9 in mixed suits on the right. So they could have, I bet
4
they're playing the
bamboos.
first one though. 6, 9. I think that's the only thing they could be.
7
Oh, they could be doing
characters.
like numbers with 6s. That would be nice. But there's a 6 bam. There are 2 6 bams right here. This is
1
one of the
bamboo.
benefits of playing at Mahjong Time, because you can see 10% of the
1
discards in
bamboo.
front of each player are not their own. So 90% of their tiles in
South
front
wind.
of them were discarded by them. So I could assume that these 6s were discarded by
West
this
wind.
player. So they're probably not playing like numbers with sixes. They're probably playing 3, 6, 9. So they're going to
4
need the
characters.
9 crack. They likely
Hung.
have our 9 crack, which means we'll probably need to dedicate a joker
bamboos.
there. We might need to dedicate a joker to the 9 bam.
7 dots.
Or not 9 bam, 9 crack. Okay, so that'll be safe later. Let's throw the 8 dot.
8 dots.
So
South
we'll
wind.
see what happens here. We have a competitor for 9s.
White dragon.
Incidentally, this is why the American Mah Jongg game
7 characters.
has to have jokers, because we have a limited number of set hands that we're
7
all
dots.
playing for. Without jokers, it's just the design of the game won't
East
work.
wind.
We have to have jokers because we have limited hands to play from. Now,
3 bamboos.
that's not to say that you can still, it's not to
8
say that you
characters.
cannot win without jokers, but the jokers definitely help.
8 bamboos.
You can win without them, though. Maybe if you guys
South
want,
wind.
we could even try to prove that by discarding jokers and playing a jokerless hand, forcing
3
a jokerless hand. I mean, there's a whole category on the card where you can't use jokers. They're hard. Okay, so we have a good, really good discard here, the 9 bam. It's right here in this pung.
2 characters.
I would love to draw a flower. A joker will do just fine. Okay,
9
so we're ready to
bamboos.
win on a triple weight. This is fantastic. 9 crack, 9 dot or flower
6
will
dots.
give us a win here.
1 character.
It's not a guarantee, but it's a nice weight. It's a very strong weight.
Kong.
There's a 9 dot here. I think they have our 9 cracks, I think.
Joker.
Okay, we got Mahjong with the flower. Okay, there we go. 3, 6, 9 to the right. We have a 9 dot on our left. They threw a joker. Okay, I'm going to click play again. Well done, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4 across from us. News with 1s. They couldn't get flowers. We're going to click play again so we can get right back into the game. Okay, here's Gail. Shelby. Oops. And Wes. All right, here we go. We have a pair of 7s in here. Single wind, I would let that go. Single dragon, I would let that go too. Pair 7. We could do 4, 5, 6, 7, but we also have odds in here. I would streamline. Let's let the 1 dot go. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would focus on 4, 5, 6, 7 of some kind. Probably that 4 can go. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe big odds because we've got 2, 5, 7, 9. So big numbers or big odds, which is also big numbers. Okay, 5, 7. So that worked out in our favor here. 5, 7. Now we need to make some choices here. 5, 7. You know what? Maybe we could even play a quint. 3, 4, 5, 7, 5, 6, 7, 9, 5, 7, 7, 9. Let's let that 5 bam go. We could maybe go for this quint. 5, 7 with a south. 5, 6. Let's just see what we get. We don't need to pick a hand yet. 9 crack east. This is an option. We can pass these tiles here just fine. We need keepers. 5 dot, 5, 7, 9, dragon. No, I wouldn't keep this. Okay, yes, we want to keep going. I'm thinking maybe we could do either a gap hand or the quint. So let's let the dragon, the 5, and the 9 go. We could maybe do 5 crack, use the joker for a 7 crack, 7, 9, 5, 7, 7, 9, or we could do 5, 6 dot, 7, 8 dot, or 5, 6 crack, 7, 8 dot. Pung, pung, kong, kong, both of those hands. So that would be, those would be gap hands because we don't have a 7 crack, we don't have an 8 dot, or we could do the quint, which is not a gap hand, but we would need to build big time. We could only quint the 7 with this only joker that we have. So that would be a bit risky too, even though you can still, it's relatively indestructible because you can use jokers throughout that quint, second quint down. Okay, so the 1 and the 8, this dragon, I would let that go. Right now we have all keepers in there. Abigail, Queen of Quints. That would be fun. I do enjoy playing a good quint. That second quint, it's pretty easy to build, actually. All right, now let's see here. I do want to keep an eye open for maybe that, let's see here, 4th hand down under odds. 1, 3, 5 crack, 7 dot, 9 bam. But we have 2 pairs that we don't have. 1 crack. Yeah, it didn't really work here. I would not pass like numbers here either. They want 3. I would just do 2. 1, 9. Okay, 2. Okay, 2, 9. No keepers. All right, so now we're an underdog
9
on this one
characters.
because we're in between. We're in between until we pick a hand. I would say we're an underdog.
6 dots.
5 dot again. Let's let the 2 go.
2 characters.
5, 7, 9. That looks nice, but it
One
has no value really to what we're
1
doing here.
character. 4 characters.
Joker. Okay, let's let the 9 bam go.
9 bamboos.
I would consider that quint.
1 character.
These 2 discards here, 5, 9, 5 dot, 9
1
crack.
dot.
I would let these go.
6 characters.
Okay, we're not taking that. That would be for a gap hand.
3 dots.
I would not call on a gap hand.
7
That would be an
characters.
orca move. It makes me cringe
7
inside.
characters.
So 7 crack, no, we don't need that. We're looking for a 8 dot or a 7 crack. And I would give up on that.
West
5 step
wind.
big odd hand, by the way. Okay, I would commit to
9
the quint
characters.
now that we have 2 big multiples. So we're ready to quint. We just need help
4
with the
dots.
winds. Somebody else, though, is playing winds. Maybe
5
maybe
bamboos.
north south.
4 characters.
7 5 7 7 9. It came in. 5 7
6
7 9
characters.
came in a little bit, but there are 2 7s out. I would rather play the quint.
North wind.
6 bamboos.
Kong.
Ooh, joker.
8 dots.
Oh, that was one of the option hands we had, 5 6 7 8, but we let our 6 go.
5 bamboos.
We need wins.
8 dots. 3 dots.
West wind.
Oh no. At least nobody's playing wins, it seems. The player on our left
7
could be playing
bamboos.
wins, though.
West wind.
We're looking for east south.
1 dot.
6 bamboos.
Oh, he got his joker back.
2 dots.
6 dots. North wind.
Flower. 5 7. No, we're not holding that. I was thinking maybe we could play
Flower.
5 6 7 with flowers, but look, they have a Kong of 6s.
2 dots.
So much for that idea.
Four characters. 8 dots.
We need east. Oh, 4. Let's see here. I always want to keep an eye open here. We're not getting wins, so I would
4
consider
dots.
switching because we are not getting wins.
Pung.
I think this player on our left
1
might be
dot.
playing north-south. 3 wests are out. We have 1
8
clear
bamboos.
discard. There we go.
5
Back to the
dots.
quint.
Pung.
Okay, 4 5.
8 characters.
4 5 6 7. 4 5. They could be playing the second hand down with dragons or the
7
fifth hand down with
bamboos.
dragons.
2 dots.
Okay, so they could be doing
5 bamboos.
4 5 6 7 pung
8
pung kong kong
characters.
because the 2s are all out.
3 dots.
1 crack we don't need.
1 character.
So they could be doing 4 5 6 7 6 7 crack. We need to
3
let
bamboos.
this crack go. This 7 crack here.
Kong.
Okay. I wonder
West wind.
if they're doing, oh, look what came in. Let's let the south go. So now
South wind.
we could maybe,
Green dragon.
we're actually set on 5 7 7
4
9,
dots.
but we could also still maybe play this
Flower.
quint.
8 bamboos. Green dragon.
Oh,
South wind.
Flower.
we're in between 5 7 7 9 and the quint.
4 characters.
All right. We got to switch.
East wind.
Now this is a much more efficient
7
hand.
bamboos.
We're set for 5, 7, 7, 9. So
8 bamboos.
2 sevens are out. There's one more 7.
East wind.
Yeah, we gave it up. That's okay. Any
East
win is a
wind.
good win. Sorry to disappoint.
9 bamboos.
If I disappointed anybody by switching to a 25-point hand.
5 dots.
Bye-bye, Quint. Yep.
8
The 9 dot
characters.
drove it. Okay, let's let the 2 go.
2 bamboos.
3 characters.
3 dots. 3 characters.
This can go.
Red dragon.
Abigail. Yeah, well, this pung of 9s is what drove the
3
decision.
characters.
And yeah, the East just didn't come through.
Joker.
Oh no, Joker. Uh-oh.
3 characters.
Oh no. I would play to win.
Flower.
1 was just thrown right here.
7 dots.
Okay, let's Kong.
Kong.
All right, now we're ready to win on a double weight.
8 characters.
So we can win on a 7 crack or a 9. That's a strong weight. We have only 1 exposure.
White dragon.
So we're in a good position here.
8 dots.
I would say we're a front runner.
1 dot. Green dragon.
It's not a guarantee.
9 bamboos.
White dragon. 9 characters. 5 characters.
We have the pung right
7
here.
bamboos.
Oh, can we do it?
1 character.
No jokers in these exposures.
East wind. 2 characters.
9 characters.
2 characters.
Nancy. Oh, Nancy, I got your
North wind.
comment about, oh, look, we got it. We went a little more conservative and we got Mahjong. 5779, big odds came in. Okay, so anyway, Nancy, I did get your comment about the advice. Thank you so much for commenting. I'm glad that it worked out well, even though you didn't win. I chuckled when I read that. Okay, we're going to play again. Hopefully I got to play again first. Yes, I did. Okay, here we go. Let's see. We can maybe play one more game. Okay, we're going to see Allie, Gail, oops, Shelby. Here we go. Thanks for coming to the table. Oh, Freya Candy. Let's see what we can do. Now with these styles here, we have, all right, number tiles, 8 bam pair, 8 bam pair of flowers, 8 bam pair of flowers. So with those tiles and the rest of what we have, I would hold 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, and then maybe the wind for news with 8s. So let's pass 2-3 dragon. If we get, let's see, 2-4-6, 2 crack, 6 crack, 2-6 crack, we could play the concealed even hand, but that's a long shot. We got a 4. Yeah, these can go. Seven, 8, 9, probably, maybe evens if we can get 2-6 crack specifically. I would more likely go for like numbers with 8s. Seven, 4 crack, pair. Okay, I would consider that. Let's see here, 7 crack, 8, 9. Let's throw the, wait a minute. We do have 7, 8, 9 mixed suit Kongs in here. Let's see, let's let the West go. It would be really nice to get 2, 6 and cracks, because then we could play that concealed even hand. But we do have a hand in here with no gaps. Now, wait a minute. 4, 8, 6, 8, 4. I was thinking maybe we could do multiplication, which I don't like. I really don't like those hands. Okay, now we have a pung of 4s. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see here. 2, 8, 2, 8, 4, 6, 7, 9, 8. 7 can go. Yes, we're going to keep going. So with a 4 crack pung, we have an 8 bam pair. We could maybe try for either the concealed hand under evens or the second hand from the bottom on the right. So let's pass 4, 9, 7. Let's see if we can get a 6 crack in here and play 2, 8, 4, 6. Oh, all right. So that didn't quite work out, but here's a 4. Here's 5, 9, 8s. 8, keep the 9. Let's see here. Oh, no. Let's let it go. 5, 8, 9. Ooh, that's risky. We're not going to do that. Okay, let's do 5, 7, 9. That's risky too. Oh, we could also do like numbers with 4s. This was a tough one. I'm hoping still for a 6 crack. Riley, you are going to have to wait, little dog. There it is. We got it. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8 right there. Okay. Oh, wait, shoot. That's the wrong one. No, it's not. This could go. 2, 8 with 4, 6 in the middle. But we could also maybe try for the concealed hand using the jokers. 2, 4, 6. 2 crack we need. 4 bam. Let's pass that. So evens. We're playing evens. We got an 8 crack. That's not really what we want. 8 crack. No, we don't need that. We need 2 crack. Okay, let's see how many we can get here. They want 3. We can do 3. No keepers. Oh, look what we have though. Nancy. We have the potential for that misfit
One
quint.
bamboo.
Misfit quint. 4 crack, 8 bam west. We have
4
2 jokers.
characters.
Okay, no, I wouldn't take it. We're going to let it go. I just thought I would share that I was
9
thinking about the
bamboos.
quint. Riley, you're going to have to wait until
4
after this game.
characters.
We're going to pass. Ooh, 8 bam. Okay, I would
9 characters.
I would definitely do 2, 8, 4, 6. We're set. We are set for
West
second
wind.
hand from the bottom under evens. We have our pair of flowers, Kong 2
Red
bam,
dragon.
4, 6 crack pairs. We need a 6 crack in there, but we're ready to Kong.
Tongue.
We are ready to Kong 2, 8.
4 bamboos. 8 characters. 9 characters.
Okay, Riley.
West wind.
Riley, you little stinker,
8
you need to wait.
bamboos.
Okay, let's Kong.
Kong.
You need to wait.
9 bamboos.
Riley wants to go out.
7 bamboos.
He needs to wait. Now, if we
White
expose
dragon.
this 2 bam, they're going to know what we need. But
6 characters.
oh, that's our tile. Uh-oh.
8 dots.
That's a vulnerability there. We need a pair. But there are 2 hands this could be if
3
we do end up
bamboos.
Konging. That's 2. Is Konging a verb? Kong. It's a noun.
5 characters.
A Kong is a noun, not a verb. Kong. That's a noun.
1 bamboo.
I don't think Konging is a word. Okay, let's see. 9 crack. I don't want to hold a dragon. Not
Green
with a pung
dragon.
out like that. They could be playing all dragons. That 9 crack is a discard.
5 bamboos. 7 dots. 4 dots.
Oh, 9 crack. It's already out.
9 characters. 8 characters. 7 dots.
We need that 6 crack.
East wind.
I would love to draw the 6 crack and then we get a 3. No.
3 characters.
So really the kicker here is if somebody discards the 2 bam, do we call it?
3 characters.
I would say yes, because it will make us ready to win.
7 bamboos.
Oh, this one's, I'm on the edge of my seat
9
here on this
bamboos.
one. Oh man,
West wind.
we did end up with 2 wests.
6 dots. 'South wind.
Okay, come on now. 2 bam, 6 crack,
North
joker,
wind.
joker keeper. Oh, 4 dot. No.
4
We
dots.
do not need that at all.
5 dots. 3 characters. 7 bamboos.
Oh shoot, 5 crack.
5 characters.
Okay, Riley went into his bed.
4
Good dog.
bamboos.
He's a good dog.
6 characters.
Oh no, there's only 1 more. Shoot.
North wind.
Oh, come on. 2 dot. Oh no.
2 dots.
Oh, it's getting tight for us right now. Oh my goodness. Okay.
7 characters.
If the 6 crack goes down, we're switching to like numbers with eights.
South wind.
Big
North wind.
time gap hand. 2, 4. Let's let the 9 crack go. You know what we could also
9
do?
characters.
We could switch to 2, 4 crack, 6, 8 bam. So let's hold that
9
2
dots.
crack, because this 6 crack is putting us in a very precarious position. We're on a precipice, a precarious precipice
Kong.
that is making me feel
East
petrified.
wind.
6 bam. 6 bam. No, I still want to win with this
6
2, 8.
bamboos.
We could have maybe switched, but we'd have to throw away flowers. Oh,
6 bamboos.
oh my goodness.
5 dots.
Where's the 2 bam?
Red dragon.
Oh,
South wind. 7 dots.
okay, 8. 1 6 dot is out. The other
1
thing we
character.
could maybe do is switch to the multiplication hand if we have to. Just trying to keep my eyes open for an option.
8 characters.
North. Oh. Okay, 3, 8
North
cracks
wind.
are out, so that could be a problem.
Flower.
Okay. 2.
Flower.
Oh my goodness. Okay, 2 bam. That's going to be our savior. Saving grace.
5
The
dots.
2 bam. There it is. Oh,
2 characters.
okay. Safety. So now we're ready on a 6 crack.
Flower.
Oh my gosh, that came just in the nick of time, because now we're in the end game. There's only one more 6 crack.
2 characters.
So this is the second hand from the bottom on the
Flower.
right. 7.
7 characters. 3 characters. 2 characters. 6 bamboos.
Ooh.
3 dots. 6 bamboos.
Oh.
1 bamboo.
Oh, Karen. This one is keeping me on the edge of my seat, actually, too.
7 characters.
There it is, Mahjong. Woohoo! Oh man, we had to work really hard for that one. I was so tempted to switch to 2, 4, 6, 8 pung pung kong kong when we got that 6 bam, but we were 1 away. Oh gosh, that was tough. Okay, so Gail, Allie, Shelby, thank you so much for playing. I know a couple of Wes played with us. And who else played with us? My mind is gone now. I'm tired. Let's see, musical chairs. We got it. Oh my gosh, that was hard. Who else played at the table? It was Gail, Allie, Shelby, Misty. Misty played with us as well. I think Karen. Yes, Karen. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, everyone, for playing with me today. Thank you for being here for this live stream. If you missed the presentation at the beginning, we talked about game theory mindset, where you consider who you're playing with to help you make decisions as you work on your own hand. It takes a lot of skill, especially situational awareness and social acuity, in addition to critical thinking with your hand development. So scroll back and watch that presentation if you missed it, and let me know what you think about it, and let me know if it helps you with your in-person and online games. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for watching my videos. Moderators, thank you so much for helping monitor the chat as well. I appreciate it so much. Tomorrow we'll be back for the Obsessed here. Oh, you know what? We were going to do the giveaway. Hold on. Don't leave. We're going to do a giveaway here. I'm going to give away some memberships. So hold on. Okay, now where are they? Okay, close. Super stickers. Where? Wait a minute. Okay, now how do I do this? I forgot. Hold on. Let me figure out how to do this again. Okay, let's see here. If I have to be a viewer on my own YouTube channel. Hold on a second. Let me see how I do that. I thought I wrote it down. Okay, come on. What are you doing here? Hold on. I'm going to give away some memberships. Don't go anywhere. I've got to figure it out here. My YouTube channel. See if I can get there. Hold on. Okay, now content. I did it last time. Okay, live. Go in here. Go here. Okay, now why? That's not working. Okay. I'm going to need to write this down because I don't remember how to do it. Hold on. I'm getting closer. Just one second. Okay, so there, and then here, in here, and now, come on, YouTube. Help me out here. Okay, now, click the dollars, super chat, super sticker. Why am I not able to? No. Emote. It's not letting me do a giveaway. Why is it not letting me do it? I did it last time. A super sticker. I don't want to give a super sticker. I want to give away memberships. How do I give away channel memberships? Hold on one second. Hold on. How to give away YouTube channel memberships. Okay, come on now. Okay. Sign into YouTube. What? Join the channel. See, how do you give away for subscribers? Let's see, start by blah, blah, blah. I've already done that. Oh, shoot. I don't know why it's not letting me do it. Let me try one more time on a different browser. YouTube. I'm allowed to give 10 away for free, 10 away per month. That's what I'm trying to do here. Bear with me. You see, we lost a few people. I understand. I thank you for your patience. Maybe we can do it next week if I can't figure it out in this one. Let's see. I have to be watching my video. View your channel. Live stream. Okay, I don't want to hear that. Okay, hold on. I'm closer. Show support. Here it is. Here it is. Gift. I found it. I did it. Okay, you ready? Oh my gosh. I have to view it as a viewer, not as myself. Here we go. Okay, let's see who got them. Okay, Jay Remiclus, Misty got a membership, and Byers, KP, and Lori. All right, there they are. 5 gifted memberships. Kudos to the winners. You'll get a Fanatic tier membership for a month. So enjoy that. We'll be back on Wednesday for that tier. So join us on Wednesday. You're going to maybe get a little bit of a, well, we'll see. I'm not sure if I'm ready to do a sneak peek yet, but there's something in the works that I'll be divulging to the Obsessed tier members tomorrow, and then Fanatics tier members on Wednesday, maybe. We'll see. I'm still waiting for some things to come in the mail. So if we get them, I may reveal a little something, and then you'll be able to enjoy that membership for a month. And then on Friday night from 6 to 7 p.m., I'm going to gift 5 more. So be with same place at 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'll gift 5 more, and tell your friends to come. So the more the merrier, as they say. All right, you're welcome. My pleasure. I didn't even know I could do this until last month. I learned I was able to do this. I just have to remember that I have to view my channel as a viewer and not as myself. It's kind of weird how they have it set up. But anyway, I'll try to remember it. So thank you for being here again, moderators. Thank you so much for helping monitor the chat. I will see you tomorrow, Obsessed tier members, then Fanatics on Wednesday. Then we'll be back for Beat the Pro on Thursday. We'll be back on Friday night for Simply Social Let's Play live stream and more Beat the Pro. I'm also doing a Saturday night edition of Beat the Pro this coming Saturday, 7 to 9 p.m. Oh, wait. Is it 6 to 8 or 7 to 9? I'm doing a Saturday night episode of Beat the Pro, but I don't remember if I'm doing it from 6 to 8 or 7 to 9. 7 to 9. 7 to 9. Maybe I should do it from 6 to 8. Should we do it from 6 to 8 or 7 to 9 Eastern time? Hmm. Seven to 9. I'll just leave it the way it is, 7 to 9. We'll just do it from 7 to 9. We'll test it. All right. Have a great day, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Again, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for watching my videos. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Click the little gray bell if you do. That way you'll get notification for when I post new videos, and you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next video, may all your picks be keepers.